It was a normal chaotic Tuesday afternoon in July 2026. The express road in Delta State was packed. Cars were bumper to bumper. People were rushing to buy and sell. In the middle of this noisy crowd, a young mother named Mama Chidi stood by the roadside. She was holding a 3-month-old baby boy wrapped in a bright yellow blanket. She turned her head for just 5 seconds to count her change from a fruit seller. 5 seconds, that was all it took. When she looked down, her hands were empty. Her baby was gone. Mama Chidi did not scream immediately. Her heart stopped. She was confused and she started crying, looking for her baby. But fortunately for her, another lady who was selling noticed the whole incident. She told Mama Chidi that she saw a young woman who was wearing a large black hijab taking her baby away. They alerted other sellers immediately what was happening. Everyone quickly spread around the market, searching for the young child and a woman who was dressed in hijab. Before they knew it, people started shouting "Ole, Ole" from another corner of the market. Immediately, Mama Chidi looked forward and noticed a woman dressed in a hijab was running away with a child, and she pointed at her and shouted, "That's the woman!" The people rounded her up. Women gathered her, stripped her of her hijab, and noticed she was wearing a handless shirt, obviously the Nigerian Army singlet. On a busy Delta State road, an alarm like that changes everything instantly. Passerby stopped. Tricycle drivers blocked the path. But before the angry crowd could lay their hands on the young woman, a patrol vehicle pulled up. It was the Anti-Cult Volunteer Corps. These are local men who guard the community against hardcore criminals and cultists. They jumped out of their vehicle and dragged the young woman out of the reach of the angry mob, rescuing the crying baby boy and handing him back to his weeping mother. The female suspect was trembling. Her eyes were rolling back in fear. The volunteers forced her into the back of their truck and drove off immediately to a quiet spot for questioning before the crowd could burn her alive. When the commanders of the Anti-Cult Volunteer Corps sat her down in their vehicle, they expected her to be a hardened criminal, but she looked young, maybe 21 or 22 years old. They asked her, "Who owns the child? Where were you taken in?" At first, she stayed silent, but when the investigators promised to hand her over to the crowd outside if she didn't talk, her lips started shaking. She broke down in tears and confessed. She looked up with empty, dead eyes and said, "This is my very first time. I swear to God, it is my first time. I have never stolen a baby before." Inside the car went cold.
How many you don't thief? How many you don't thief? Okay, they look for how many you don't thief?
Only this one. Only one I don't thief for my life.
Only one. How many times?
One of the officers asked if it is your first time, who sent you. She then opened up and said she was sent by a man named Karuna. She said she was taking the baby to Otokutu to deliver in to Karuna, who sent her.
Hello, look me. Who sent you to kidnap the baby? Try to raise your volume. You said what?
Karuna.
Yeah, Karuna they stay.
Karuna they stay Otokutu.
But if I must say, this lady looks like a member of a kidnapping group or one of these bandits terrorizing the country. There are more to this, and if the police is intelligent enough to follow this case, I think many people, many accomplices will be captured. To an outsider, these are just a name and a place, but to the people of Delta State, Otokutu is a place with a dark history. It is a place associated with the absolute worst kind of human evil, money rituals. Let us stop and talk about the terrifying reality of what is happening in our society today. Why would a young girl walk into a crowded street to steal a 3-month-old baby? Think about the horror of this. A small baby who only knows the warmth of his mother's breast is carried into a dark hidden room in a place like Otokutu. The child is not being stolen to be sold to a wealthy family who wants a baby. No, the child is being bought like an animal for sacrifice. These ritualists do not have mercy. They do not care about the tears of the mother. They take these children, perform horrible rituals, and kill them just so a young boy or an old man can drive a Mercedes-Benz or buy a mansion. It is a spiritual disease eating deep into the heart of our youth. The love for quick money has wiped away human conscience. The Anti-Cult Volunteer Corps knew this case was too big and too dangerous for them to handle alone. The mention of Karuna and the ritual hotspot of Otokutu means a major syndicate was at work. Without wasting any time, the volunteers handcuffed the young woman and drove her straight to the Ebrumede Police Division. As we speak right now, the police are deep into their investigation. They are hunting for the mysterious man named Karuna. They are searching the dark corners of Otokutu to find out how many other babies have disappeared into his hands. But let this story be a heavy warning to every parent reading or listening to this today. The world is evil. The streets are no longer safe. Do not leave your children with strangers. Do not look away from your baby for even 1 second at the market, at the church, or at the bus stop. The people looking for blood money are walking among us. They look normal, they dress nicely, but inside them lives a monster. Watch your children, pray for your family because the devil is looking for who to devour. This is a developing story. We will keep you updated as the Ebrumede police continue their hunt for Karuna. Stay safe out there.
Hello, look me. Who sent you to kidnap the baby? Try to raise your volume. You said what?
Karuna.
Yeah, Karuna they stay.
Karuna they stay Otokutu.
Otokutu?
Yes.
How many you don't thief? How many you don't thief?
Only this one. Only one I don't thief for my life.
Only one.
How many times? How much did they pay you to thief one thing?
They pay me money. They give me shish.
What are they going to give you?
Shish nothing.
What are they giving you?
They don't give me anything. No, doctor. They don't give me anything.
I'm going to go buy my phone or come my work.
They don't give you anything.
You know that I'm giving one an extra.
Hey, look here.
Oh boy, good. That's good for me. You know that I'm giving one an extra.
I don't get any video. When you say video around, I don't get.
Huh?
I don't get.
You not get with me?
I don't get.
What do you not get?
I don't get any video when we say we do it. I don't get any video where I do it. Karuna.
That Karuna so. How many children don't go with her?
I never teach children. I only once. I say I go in your house, we have sex. After we get sex, I went to his house, we have sex, and I get better. I go in your house, then we have sex, I go get better.
Naira come out for good though. Naira come out for good. So you are Karuna now they kidnap children for the town. Eh? Now you are Karuna they kidnap children. Eh? Talk the truth. Now you are Karuna they kidnap children. Eh?
What the Karuna did?
We can't go there, they kidnap children.
Karuna